So, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss lecture 9. So, I hope you have watched lecture 1 to lecture 8 and you have understood things. And today we'll talk about Python. It is it is like a crash course so that you can understand machine learning in a better way. Even if you are in engineering colleges and you have to give semester exam, then this video can be useful for you. And even for interviews, for the basic part, this video can be useful for you. And to understand the basics, you can go and watch from lecture 1 to lecture 8. So, we'll be discussing about today what is Python. Okay. So, in this lecture, we will quickly cover the most important Python concepts that you actually need for machine learning. We'll understand what Python is and why it is so popular in the field of artificial intelligence and data science. And then we'll learn the core basic steps by steps. So by the end of the video, you will be confident enough to read and write basic Python code. So what is actually Python? Okay. So Python is a high level programming language which simply means it is very easy to read and write even for beginners. One of the biggest reason Python one of the biggest reason Python is so popular is its simple syntax. It almost feel like you are writing English language. At the same time, it is extremely powerful and is widely used in the fields of machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, and even web development. That's why Python is the first choice for most beginners entering the world of machine learning. Coming to the basics of Python, okay, what is actually variable and data types? So, if you want to understand the very basic, you should watch this video. Okay, so a variable is simply a container used to store data. For example, if you want to store a number, a name, or a value, you use a variable. In Python, you don't need to declare the data explicitly. Python automatically understands the type based on the value you assign. There are four basic data types you should know. First is integers, which is a whole number. Then we have floats, which are decimal number. Then we have strings, which are text. And then we have booleans, which are either true or false. So these are most commonly used data types, especially in machine learning. Okay, so next we have is list. What is list in Python? A list is basically used to store multiple values in a single variable. Instead of creating many variable, we can group everything into a list. So lists are ordered, which means each element has a specific position called an index. It is starts from 0. Okay, so another important thing is the lists are mutable, which means we can change their values later. For example, we can store numbers like 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, inside a list and access them using their index. So lists are very important because in machine learning we often deal with large collection of data. Next, we'll try to understand what are tuples and dictionaries. So tuple is similar to a list. It stores multiple values, but the key difference is that tuples are immutable, which means once created, their values cannot be changed. This is useful when you want to protect data from being modified. Next, we have dictionary. Dictionary stores data in key value pairs. For example, instead of using indexes, we use keys like name or age to access values. Dictionaries are very powerful and are widely used when working with structured data in machine learning. So I hope you have understood variables, tuples, dictionaries, and lists. So next we'll try to understand what are the if and else condition. Sometimes we want our program to take decisions based on certain condition, and that's where if else come in. If the condition is true, okay, if the condition is true, one block of code runs. If it is false, then the another block of code runs. For example, if the age is greater than 18 years, then it will print adult, otherwise it will print minor. This concept is very important because machine learning models also make decision based on condition. Next, we'll try to understand loops. Okay. So loops are used when you want to repeat a task multiple times instead of writing the same code again and again. The most commonly used loop is the for loop. So in this example, the loop runs 5 times. As you can see, we have taken for I in range of 5, print I. It means it will print from 0 to 4. So because loop runs 5 times. This is very useful when working with large data sets in machine learning, where we often need to process data repeatedly. Okay. Next, we'll discuss about what are functions. Okay, so function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. Instead of writing the same code again and again, we can write it once inside a function and reuse it whenever we need it. We define the function using the def keyword. Okay, in this example, we created a function here called greet. Okay, so the function name is greet, which takes an name as input. So the input is name and prints the message. Functions helps us keep our code clean, organized and efficient, which is very important in machine learning projects. Okay. So now we'll discuss that why these things matter and why you need to understand these things. All these concepts are basically foundation of machine learning. We use variable list dictionaries to handle data. We use loops and condition to process and analyze it. And function help us build clean and reusable machine learning code. So whatever you learn today is not just theory. You will be using it in every machine learning projects. Okay, so in the next video, we'll try to understand Python in a more better way. I hope this video helps you, and I'm really grateful if you have reached till this part of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, do comment, and do leave your point of views in the comment section. I have also added quiz in each lecture so that you can understand things in a more better way and you can use this knowledge in a very positive way and excel in your exams. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for watching it. I will come next time with next lecture. For the time being, thank you so much.